Hey, welcome back to the homestead today. Glad to have you back, always are. Today I want to talk about getting food out of your garden. And you're thinking, yeah, well, that's why I grow a garden, is to get food out of it. But I am talking about some things you may be leaving behind, some things you may not have thought of, some things you may have tried and liked, I don't know. But we're going to go over that today. All right, first thing we want to talk about is carrots. Now this carrot, it's a little wilted now. Picked the last one a little while ago. But the carrot is delicious, but the greens are very nutritious and delicious. They got just a slight bitter taste to them, but they are very good. You can put them in salad, stir fry them, do a lot of things with them. You can freeze dry them and make them into a powder and put it into soups. The carrot green contains A, C, and K vitamins. And carrots, actually, the greens have 6 times more vitamin C than the root does. Contains a lot of iron, magnesium, calcium. Have the keratin in them that is good for your eyes. Now these are a little wilted. If you'll see this little green right here at the bottom, if you'll notice right here, doesn't that remind you of celery, the way that is shaped? Well, I checked on that, and it is a member of the celery family. I'm going to try to pronounce that name without sounding foolish, so forgive me if I do. A-C-A-C-E. A-C-A-C-E. That's the name of the family. Contains the carrots, the celery, fennel, parsnips, things like that. Now parsnips you don't need to eat the greens on. And do your own research on what's safe, what's not safe to eat. But these are very good. And there is no sense in just throwing these away, putting them in your compost pile, or feeding them to the animals, which is good for the animals, but why not save some of them? Use them in your salad, your greens. It's a very good source of a lot of good vitamins, proteins, fiber. And if you've got that good dietary fiber, that is going to improve your gut health, which is going to improve your immune system and improve your overall health. The next thing we want to look at is broccoli. Yeah, you can eat the florets, but not only that, you can eat the leaves and the rest of the stem all the way down to the ground. Okay, the leaves are very edible. They're a little bit more bitter because it's got a high potassium content. Also has A, C, K, niacin, thiamine, iron. Man, that is packed with nutrition. You can use these just as you would a regular green, collard green or whatever. You can eat them raw, cook them up, whatever you need to do with those or what you prefer. The stem all the way down to the ground are edible. Just trim that outer part of that tough skin off and you can eat them that way, steam them, cook them, whatever you want to do. I'm thinking about julienne fries. Putting those in some olive oil, a little salt, a little pepper. When they're done, put a little fresh Parmesan cheese on them. Maybe dip them in some marinara sauce. As soon as it's over, I may try that. All right, radish leaves are very edible. The younger they are, the better they are. But all parts of that plant are edible. Now the leaves will have a fuzzy texture to them until cooked. You can eat them raw, but that texture may throw you off a little bit. But the younger leaves are better. Some of the cooler weather varieties, the longer growing radishes will have a better taste to them. But the radishes, you're looking at C, K, magnesium, potassium, iron are in these leaves. Plus the dietary fiber it's got. It's going to contain about 77% of your daily allowance of C in just a cup of these. 7% of your iron and 171% of vitamin K. The vitamin K, you got to be careful because you can get too much vitamin K, especially if you are on blood thinners or something like that. You need to be careful because vitamin K will thicken your blood if you get too much of it. It's a very necessary vitamin, but you just don't need to intake too much of that at one time. Now, the younger leaves like these are going to be your better tasting, more palatable. The larger ones like this one are going to have just a little bit more of a bitter taste to them, and the texture is going to be just a little different. It's going to have a little bit more of that fuzz on there, so you may want to go with a younger leaf. That's just a few of the edibles in your garden besides the regular vegetables you're growing. The stems, the leaves, the vines, different things of different plants are edible and very nutritious. So stick with us. We're going to go over some more of these in the future. Remember, count your blessings every day, and I believe you'll find you're blessed well beyond measure. I know I am. God bless. Bye.